Okay guys, so here's the FabFours Superduty bumper I got for my 1995 Ford Bronco. And the reason why it's plain, it's not painted, because this was like 3 years ago. I had planned on modifying it for my Bronco to fit, because it's from a Superduty. And I saw some other bumpers out there, but I didn't see anything I quite liked except for that one. And I was going to build a tire carrier for it and everything, but never got around to it. So now I'm transferring it over to the newer Bronco that's going to be up for sale. So now I'm getting around to modifying it, but I'm not going to build a tire carrier for it because I'm going to sell it anyway. But yeah, I am doing the mods, and I had to modify the brackets a bit to make it fit, because this Bronco is just a little different than the other Bronco. So the brackets weren't going to fit the same. Yeah, guys, anyway, I think it's Friday. I lost track of time now. It rained yesterday, so I had no chance to get into this bumper. I'd like to have it all fitted up and move on to something else today, but that's right here. I got the pieces cut, but I still got to weld it up, and I don't think it's going to happen today. Just time flies by. The issue is I have to refit the brackets to this Bronco, because this Bronco has a narrower hitch. Alright, so yeah, so here's the brackets. Originally I was only using these two holes, okay? One went through the frame and one went through the hitch. My hitch on my old Bronco was welded to the frame, and it was like a 1/4 inch difference between here and there. So I just had to put a washer in there, and that filled in the gap and put the two bolts in, right? On this Bronco, the hitch is offset. It's a narrower hitch. It's bolted on, so it's got that big of a gap on it. So I had to add a spacer, so I just welded a pipe nipple in there, and we'll run a longer bolt. And then there's actually provisions for a third hole on here from the factory bumper, so I added, for that. I made arrangements for that there, so it'll be bolted 2 into the frame and 1 into the tow hitch. Should be plenty good, right? So I just, I had to cut, weld, figure things out, run to the store. The grade 8 bolts at Ace Hardware are almost $4. This is $3.88, and then the washers and everything are like 45 and 55 cents for washers. And I could have gone to Home Depot, but that's another, 3 miles away, so I figured Ace Hardware usually has what I want, but they're expensive. I cleaned up the hitch, okay. So I gave the hitch a quick wire brushing and a quick coat of paint, some Rust-Oleum, rusty metal primer, and some black paint I got laying around. So yeah, so I've heard some comments about that. About, oh, you dude, you need to paint the frame. You need to paint the frame. You need to paint the frame. I'm getting to it, one thing at a time here. I'm not going to paint the frame and then work on the front end and the suspension. I'm going to work on the suspension and then take care of the frame. There's an order to stuff. Take it apart, and then you paint it, and then you put it back together. Holy crap. And by the way, a little rust ain't hurt nothing as long as the mechanicals are good. That's what I'm concerned of first of all. Okay. Take care of all the mechanical stuff. Then we'll get into the cosmetic stuff. I mean, if I was really into the cosmetic stuff and I was like doing a complete restoration on this, heck, just take the whole thing apart, right? Strip it all down. Have the body work done and the paint done, but you know what? I just don't got the money for that, so. Well, yeah, there it is. Going on 5 o'clock, and done as much as I could. Yeah, time flies by. It's getting cold, sun setting. Good thing is, it's not a cloud in the sky, so I don't have to put this stuff away and leave all this stuff out. So, brackets are on, but now finish the bumper here. I had cut the bumper. This bumper, let's see if I'm doing this real, went all the way down to here and then had this big old lip on it, so I cut that section off. And I wanted to put a lip back on there, so I had to fit all this stuff up. Got it in, just did it a quick weld because it's getting dark on me, and I was like, alright, let's get this in. We clean it up with a grinder tomorrow. And what else? Oh, for the insurance on this thing, I just canceled the insurance on the other one and transferred it over to this one. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad of an issue. Not yet, because eventually I'm going to get a notice about the other one, but hopefully I'll sell it by then. Get that bumper out of the way and move on to something else. Alright, hey out there, it's Saturday, and got some really good weather for out here working. So I got the bumper all welded up. Spent the morning, yeah, finishing up the welds and cleaning it up, and quick paint job because it's getting late and it's getting cold out here. I don't think it was a great idea to paint it because it's so cold, but running out of time here. So, because it's going to rain again Monday, I think. So, I guess it'll be alright. Yeah. As is going on, it's Saturday. I'm tired out. So I finished this up Saturday, and while the sun was setting and it was already cold out here, I gave it a quick coat of Rust-Oleum. And it's supposed to be gloss, but it's all dull, maybe because it was so cold yesterday. That's okay, I'll go over it later. For right now, I just want to get it mounted and out of the way, right? The old trailer hitch thing, I think I'm probably going to have to buy a new one, and I'll do what I did on my Colorado. There's just drill a hole here, fit it like that. So I'll have to get a new connector. Get out of here. So I got a couple bolts in started right now just to hold it in place. I was worried about the bumper falling on one of these guys. They don't stay out of it. Hey, get out from there. I gotta be right here, you know? Get out of here. I don't need help. Get. It's not fitting up with the brackets because it's sitting on the hitch. Get out of here. There. That's got to go this way a little. So you gotta make sure the door is going to clear the bumper now. Got about a ½ inch in there, so I guess I can tighten everything up. I got everything centered. I had to loosen up the brackets on the frame, but see, we snug everything up, see if everything stays in place, right? Alright, got that on there. My big mistake, or an issue I see, is The fender, you can see the fender from here, see that? These used to be boxed inside, but I had to cut the box out area, yeah, out for the fender to fit. And I didn't, you know, I'll probably just spray that little part of fender black or something. If you can see that little window there, that's actually the step. Kind of a high step, but it's a step. I like this step better. So I got to torque everything, and I was missing a couple of lock washers, you know, the split washers. Just two on each side, so at least I got that up out of the way. I need to, like I said, I need to go over it again with the paint. That paint, man, it sure did come out dull, and it's the same stuff I used on the front, but it must be the weather. It's just too cold for that. At least it's got a coat on there, right? I'll go over it again. So it's the first coat. Like my plate? Yeah, picked that up when I was out in Utah. So I said, I'll be back.